Hi guys, God bless you. This is Eyewitness. These are accounts of the goodness of the Lord and the great things that He's done. Today I'm going to tell you an account of a video cassette. Right. Sometime back, I think it was 1998, our rugby club was a club called Jaguars. We were all journeymen. We were all guys. There were guys who were working. There were none who were pretty rich. So as a club, we were a real working man's club, and we really fought against various different things. So we played against a team which was called Westville Old Boys, and these guys, they were real posh kind of club. They had money. They had big sponsors and all of that stuff. So we were playing the semi-finals. We played the curtain raiser to Natal Sharks playing at Kings Park. And so, unbeknownst to us, the guys from Westville Old Boys, they recorded the game that we played. And so in the game that we played, the first half they absolutely pummeled us, but they didn't convert any of their kicks. And the second half, we came back and we scored all of the tries. And so we ended up winning the game. But we never knew that they recorded the game. I never knew that they recorded the game. This is 98. Now we hear 3 years later. 3 years later, a friend of mine, Robert Langton, comes to me and says, "Hey, Andy, come here, I want to show you something." So I go to his house, and he says, "Check this out." Now he was a traffic policeman, and so he was friends with one of the guys who was from the Westville team. He said this guy gave him the cassette, gave him the video cassette of us playing them, because he was upset that they lost. So he said, "Hey, take this cassette." And now this is 3 years later, right? And he gives him the cassette. So Robert calls me, I watch the cassette and I say, "Whoa, that's fantastic, make me a copy." So we make a copy of that thing. 1 year later, so this is 4 years after the game, I think it is. Yeah, thereabouts. I'm coming to Ireland now to live. And so one of the things I bring with me, and I don't know why I brought it, is the video cassette of the game. And so I'm supposed to be playing rugby with a club here called Core Constitution. But the guy who's supposed to looking after me left the country. So now, at the same time, a guy who plays in my position, fly half, leaves another team which is called Bandon, and they are looking for a fly half. So the guy who I'm working with puts me in touch with Bandon. And so we're sitting down. We're sitting down now. We're having a meeting. The guys asking me my credentials. I tell them I played for this team, I played for that team, I did this, I did that, I did the other. Then the guys asked me this question. I said, you wouldn't happen to have a video of yourself playing, would you? I said, "Yes, I do have a video of myself playing." I said, "Hang on, I'll bring it tomorrow." So I go and I bring this video that I didn't even know existed, that was recorded by opponents, and I bring the video and I give the videos to the guy. The guy goes home. Very next day he rings me, says, "Andy, we want you. You definitely must come play for us. Blah 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 blah." And from there, these guys get me the work permit and this and that and the other, and everything is sorted out. And I look back and I think, wow, surely this is the hand of God. Surely this is the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. That's something that my opponents, I mean, the amount of swearing and geeing up that they did at the beginning of that video to get themselves ready to destroy us. And here the very thing that was supposed to be a trophy of their success, it was supposed to be evidence of how they overcame us, became the very tool that landed in my hand, that God used to convince Bandon to have me play for them, that convinced Bandon to take a massive punt on me. I look back now and that's the hand of God. I look back now and I say, "Thank you, Lord, for your faithfulness. Thank you, Lord, for that day. Thank you, Lord, for the person who was inspired to make the video." and I look back, and I'm sure in your life there are many other things that maybe you don't even know the background as to what has happened. But this is something that the background I know. And as I look at it, I see the hand of God somehow or the other manipulating so that cassette would land up in my hand. And as I came up here to Ireland, that they would look at that cassette, and immediately doors opened from there. I want to give God all the honor and all the glory for His faithfulness, for His loving kindness, for His tenderness towards me. My eyes have seen, my ears have heard of the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living.